Let's talk safety. First, a good pair of safety glasses is an absolute must. I prefer this style. It has a side shield, which yours should also have. You want to make sure nothing enters on the side, somebody working next to you and flings something over. You want to make sure that you're protected. Z87 is the national standard. Z87 is stamped on the glasses. On mine, it's on both side shields. If they're not Z87, then they're not the national standard, and I would not use them. You can buy different types of styles. Again, this is the one that I use. It's comfortable on my face. Now, why do you need goggles? Well, one example is called solder splatter. Sometimes air pockets will get in the solder when it's made. If that happens and then it heats up, it will pop, and you'll get splatter from the solder. You do not want to get that in your eyes. If it hits your skin, you'll feel it. You definitely don't want to get it in your eyes. It'll burn right through. Let's talk about safety in the soldering iron. The solder iron is 650 degree to 750 degree instrument. It's extraordinarily hot. We have a holder here for a reason. When you're not soldering, it's imperative that the soldering iron is left in the holder. You only take the soldering iron out when you're ready to do your solder. After you're done with your solder, you tin it, which we'll talk about, and you replace it into the holder immediately. The reservoir here also gets hot. I've seen people by accident grab the reservoir. This gets the same temperature, 650 to 750 degrees. This funnels the heat down to the tip. If you touch this, you're going to burn yourself. There's a reason why we have a holder up here. This is where you should always hold the soldering iron. Another thing that we have to be careful of, and I've seen this before, I've actually seen this when people are demonstrating safety videos. If a lot of solder gets on the tip, we have a sponge we can wipe it on. We have a scrubber that we can wipe it on. What we do not want to do is try to shake it off. I've seen it multiple times, and I've seen a lot of people get burned by shaking the solder off their iron. We definitely don't want to do that. You wipe it off, you tin it, you replace it back into the soldering iron. Another instrument we got to be careful of when we're soldering is our side cutters. Side cutters can create projectiles. I'll demonstrate this later on when we do a printed circuit board and I trim leads. But when we cut with the side cutters, the lead tends to kind of shoot out. I like to just hold them like this, put my finger in front of the lead, clip it, and the lead just hits my finger and drops right down. But I've seen people also get hurt with these from those projectiles, which is another reason to go back and say that's why we need side shields. Now, you can be as safe as you want while you're soldering, but you cannot control the people around you. Hence, another reason to wear the glasses, another reason to be very safe with your iron is to not hurt others around you. But also make sure you're aware of your surroundings. If somebody is soldering next to you, keep an eye on them. If you see them, doing something that's not safe, then you need to tell them, because that could injure you. All right, let's get on with our first demonstration.